It should be no surprise the Clippers are trying to make moves. But are they smart ones or not? Let's talk about it.
We talk about surprising trades, surprising possible trades that the Clippers can obtain. And one surprising possible trade for the Clippers that I'm hearing about now, unlike yesterday and several days before that, you're hearing about players continuously. It's never really one player. It's always multiple players that's out there that's available that a lot of teams will try to get. I've heard even trades about or a potential offseason pickup on Shake Milton, from the 76ers, and I think for one, I think he would be a good pickup, for the Clippers. If he can replace the right person on the Clippers, I don't know who that would be personally. I've been on record saying I think they should keep the same team they had. I don't think they should switch up anything. But to me, the most surprising target that I see in regards to like what I'm hearing in regards to the news on the Clippers, I'm seeing a lot of posts about Ben Simmons. Me personally, I don't think Ben Simmons would fit with the Clippers. I just don't really see where his skills or repertoire would really, fit with the Clippers that could make them a better team or as good as they were this past season. Like I said, I've heard other players, stuff like that, Shake Milton, a lot of other players, things like that, John Walls and, Victor Oladipo's, players like that. But the one that really surprised me, stuck out to me the most, that is becoming, that's looming, I should say, is, like I said, the Ben Simmons trade. Now, if you think that, a player like him can help the Clippers, I don't know. I would like to see how that will work out because, like I said, he can't shoot. He would just have to pass the ball to Kawhi or PG the whole time. And I think when his confidence is up, he will drive to the basket and be aggressive. But will he be aggressive when they need him to in the playoffs? Because this past year, we saw what happened to him. And, it just didn't work out for him, I think, or mentally something wasn't there. But, I've always said anytime your coach is Doc Rivers, you're going to make mistakes and you're going to blow a 3-1 lead. It's just going to happen. Or, you're going to be the team that's better in a situation or in the playoffs, and the lesser team is going to beat you. I should say that. Anytime you're with Doc Rivers, you have to expect that to happen because that's just, how his coaching goes. Because Doc Rivers is a good coach, but the reason why I never said he was a great one is because he doesn't make adjustments well. And when he does make adjustments, they all go the opposite way. They go the other team's way because it's like the adjustments that you're making, apparently the adjustments that you're making is not good enough for the other team to, for them to overcome. The other team overcomes the adjustments that he makes because he's just not, I don't know. I feel like he's coach declined or something like that, where he can't figure out the other team made one simple adjustment and you can't figure out how to counteract it. But that's a whole nother story. I just never been a big fan of Doc Rivers, but that's my point. I don't see how Ben Simmons would fit with the Clippers. Like I said, that's basically playing 4-on-5 because the other team has 5 players who will shoot, who's not scared to shoot a jumper. The Clippers only have 4 players who wouldn't be scared to shoot a jump shot because Ben Simmons is not shooting. He just doesn't do that. And I don't know who told him it's not okay to take a jump shot every now and then, to at least try it and see if you'll make it. But apparently somebody got in his head or some demon in his head that tells him, no, don't shoot it. Just keep passing it and good things will happen. And I'm not saying passing is a bad thing, but overly passing is a bad thing because you have to be aggressive. And whatever demon that's in Ben Simmons' head, it apparently doesn't help him. And I can tell you, that's not going to help Kawhi Leonard and PG get to the next level. They're only going to get to the next level if they have a point guard who can control the offense and who mentally can be aggressive when needed, when needed and when called upon. Now, I will say this, being with Ty Lue, if they did recruit Ben Simmons there, or for some chance, Ben Simmons, wanted to play in LA and wanted to go there, it would be a lot of pressure on Ben Simmons because you're in a big city, you're in a big state, more pressure, more expectations. So the choking and all that, the Clippers will have to find a way to get around that. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, Ty Lue, the one thing I see about him, he's a good enough coach to figure out how to press the right buttons for his players. So I will say that is an advantage if they did somehow land Ben Simmons, or if they wanted Ben Simmons, or they felt like he can be a good acquisition to the team. I really still don't feel like he's a fit. So I'm really surprised by that notion being put out there that, Ben Simmons to LA is a potential target. I really am surprised by that one. But, like I said, it can go either way. Because like I said, Ty Lue knows how to push the right buttons on his players, and his players respond. We saw that in the playoffs. They responded very well in adversity, down 0-2 every series, made every series a series after being down 0-2. And you have to give them respect and credit for that. That was really impressive. So if there is any team or any coach that can probably push the right buttons for Ben Simmons, it probably would be Ty Lue. So I definitely have to look at that as well. But just like I said, as far as the fit, I don't know how he would fit with Kawhi Leonard or any of them. But you never know. Maybe if they found a way to pull that off, maybe they will make it work. You never know. But I can tell you this much. If they did hypothetically get a player like Ben Simmons and got him mentally where they want him to be, and be aggressive and work on his jump shot like he's supposed to, they would be a really tough team to beat. Because, man, you got somebody who can control the offense, who runs the pace, speeds up the game faster, and it'll make them more difficult to guard on fast breaks. And, just giving them another guy who can cut to the basket and give them more opportunity to get easier baskets in the paint instead of shooting a lot of threes. Because the one thing about their 3-point, scenario, they're good when they're hitting them, but when they're not hitting them, they find themselves in situations like being down 0-2. And you can't go in every series, every year after year, being down 0-2, 2-3-1, all that, because eventually it's just going to catch up to you. Eventually you're not going to have enough gas to, overcome it. So this is my point. Like, whatever player they do get, I personally think they should either keep the same team they have, or if they do make a trade, like I was saying yesterday, I think they need to pick up like a Danny Green and a Kyle Lowry. If they do make any trades or make any pickups this offseason, those would be like the only main two I would look at. I know John Wall seems to be interesting as well to some people, but I don't think I always been concerned about John Wall's health. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's good when he's good, or he plays good at times, but I don't see him enough. So I can't really speak on what he can do for the Clippers if he's not there. I mean, he's out 20, 30 games a season. So, you got to look at that in its entirety as well. But like I said, we'll see exactly how it goes as far as the off season goes for them. But let me know what you think about the potential surprising trade of possible pickup, for Ben Simmons. And let me know if you think he would be a good fit for the Clippers, or, maybe even a John Wall, or maybe even Shake Milton, like I said earlier in the video here. Shake Milton is one of the other names that they're throwing out there. I'm not really sure how that would go, who they would trade for him. But I feel like we got a Shake Milton type player, you know what I'm saying, which in Terrence Mann. I feel like we already got that. So I don't feel like, the Clippers really need anything different there. But, like I said, any additions, I guess that'd be fine. But we have to see how it goes. But hey, like I said, leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the surprising potential pickup or trade this offseason for the Clippers and everything I just said. And we could talk about it like always. Cali out.